this random recording is called Gone But Not Forgotten. As the year ends, the newspapers like to list the names of those we've lost during the past 12 months. The names are familiar, the ages normally around what you would expect. We're seldom surprised to read of somebody in their 80s dying. Even a well-known name will no longer be a household one. Somebody dying young is more of a surprise, but it happens. Obituaries sometimes have some fun at the expense of an individual known to have been a character. Drinkers are particularly vulnerable to the butt of jokes. He was often to be discovered tired and emotional. He was no stranger to the fruit of the vine. He liked the company of men about town. The euphemism could often be found to describe a fondness for drink, although less so now. To remember somebody as a drunk is hardly politically correct now. Those whose entire lives are defined by booze, such as Geoffrey Barnard, seem to have lost their gloss in today's world. Similarly, entertainers defined by their sexuality are no longer funny, even if the obituarist finds something to notice. A confirmed bachelor, his holidays were spent in fishing ports in the company of seafaring men, leaves little by way of speculation. Drinking a lot was never much censured at one time. A single whiskey or a half pint of beer was not considered actually having a drink. Most barmen took a scotch to mean a double. Otherwise, why bother? My father would hand my mother a long glass containing gin, vermouth and tonic. And with her second, the assumption would be that the gin had been omitted. But it hadn't. 2 double gins went a long way towards intoxication. Hangovers were normal consequences, but there were remedies, the most relied upon being Alka-Seltzer. 2 tablets, effervescing in a small glass, soon to act its magic. We drank red wine, white being a girl's drink, but in those early days, grape varieties were of no particular interest. One drank Bordeaux or Burgundy until something appeared called Hirondelle, an all-purpose red wine, or Beaujolais for easy drinking. Once a year, the season's harvest was released and a competition decided on who was first with the year's vintage, the celebrated Beaujolais Nouveau. The producers of Hirondelle went too far by adding antifreeze to the mix, and sadly, there were adverse consequences. This pulled the plug on Britain's favourite cheap wine, but opened the way to imports from Portugal, Spain, Italy, Germany and France, and a habit for drinking plonk was born. Soon young men were acquaintancing themselves with Matthias Rosé, Liebfraumilch, Jacob's Creek, and various versions of fizz to impress their girlfriend and adopt an imagined sophistication that owed more to the USP than to the quality of the product. Draw your cork by drawing a cork. Wine drinking had arrived. We learned to recognize the taste of blackberry bushes, green gages and gooseberries, cigar boxes, old leather upholstery and toasted coffee. tastes came as no surprise. The mysteries of the wine vintage were ours to share. Even the tang of the chicken shed denoted quality in certain wines. Now the field seems wide open. Price rules. Any wine under £12 a bottle is immediately suspicious. You get what you pay for. The only answer is to let your taste do the talking. Wine has come a long way from Hirondelle. We will have to see where it goes from here.